Welcome to UrbanHood, your learning platform.
Again, I am Mushi Bhuiyan. I am the founder of this nonprofit organization called Urban Food Alliance.org. We are a 501c3 organization. Our we are a food bank. So now you guys already know what that is, and especially in this pandemic time, a lot of people go through difficulties, food insecurity, or any kind of insecurity they go through. We help out as much as we can, and regularly every weekly, like this weekend also we have done more than 200 families we served. It's typically we give a meal for a whole week. We started doing it for a whole week in a family of 4 members. They have their cooked meal and the dinner table, breakfast, lunch, dinner. They can heat it up in the microwave, then can have it. That, and also we do provide perishable, non-perishable food. And Urban Hood is our another program, part of sister organization of Urban Food, where we figured, a lot of people should know how finance work, especially in investment early on. That way they do not have to face the difficulty they're going through today. As myself, I am retired about 3 year 2017. Since 2017 that I have been doing this community service, and now I look at myself that I'm busier than before when I used to have work, business, and so many things. And throughout my life, I made some good decision with my investment. So as I'm sharing with folks to make money, becoming financial free, I am asking them when they make money, donate to my charity. All right. And same time, I'm lucky to work with a lot of awesome volunteers. You'll see that they are with us. They're helping us throughout the session. Like Abdul, you heard, he's one of our great evangelists for a program that we started. We'll share with you what that is. But before we go further, please make sure you read the disclaimer. Everything we are sharing, educational purpose only. Everything we are sharing, educational purpose. As an investor, trader, you should do your own due diligence and make sure you are the informed investors or trader. If you lose money, no one responsible for your loss except yourself. This kind of thing we do every weekly basis. And now the program just wanted to give you that 3 things we have our membership tier. When I say membership, UrbanHood has, if you go on urbanhood.org, you'll see at the top that we have membership pay and a lot of free resources there. As a newcomer, you can start join as a free trial or free member. If you decide to become a member, then what you'll do, you'll see that in education, where we have over 150 hours, the recordings of a video, and we have a program coming up starting next month, which is on February 4th, where it's going to be 6 month program, zero to hero program. Somebody is going to share with you what that means, where I will also go over a little bit detail that you will have at least access to that will be on that program. That's a $14.99 program, but everyone who sign up will give you 80% discount to be the program. But and then education is the key. We promote education. We are not giving anybody say what to buy, what not to buy. We will tell you that market is so volatile nowadays. Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. No one. History cannot predict what's going to happen in future, but you can learn from the history. That's why education is the key things. And age is the one. You'll see that we spend $1,500 to $2,000 a month with some of the tools, paid service, where it gives us access to what's happening in the market. You'll see I'll do some demonstration that will give you an idea. So together we learn. At the end, we together use those paid service tools to understand what's happening, regardless what you hear from CNBC. Please do not buy anything because you just heard from CNBC or someone your friend told you to do so. Because nowadays in the market, by the time it comes to you, it's too late. It's somebody already cashed out, and then you just have to hoping and praying that it will ever, you are going to recover your money. Or a lot of people are going to wipe out from the market. Watch out, some of the things happening, market manipulation. So support is the key, that where we have 4,500 members together. we support one another, we kind of learn and we protect each other, our money. So now let's get to the market starting. What do we see last week? Last week you can see that actually just give me a second. I just have to I see that my slide it's got a little bit messed up. Okay, now it's good. You can see my desktop. Oh no, you don't see now. I stopped sharing. You see my desktop now, right?
Yes.
Oh, cool. All right, let's see what happened. So last week. Last week was man. What happened? Those who is the active trader, active investor, you said starting Monday, market. When I say market, is like Dow Jones. Every here from the top, Dow Jones almost lost. You see that the whole week it lost 3%. When you said 3%, it's almost like 1,000 points. It lost over 1,000 points. Dow Jones lost. So it's like since October, this is one of the biggest fall happened in the market. All right, there's the Dow Jones, S&P. Like S&P, there's you see 52 weeks. Still, if you look compare this last year, last 50 weeks, S&P is still high, which is good sign. But weekly, last week S&P is Standard and Poor was minus 3.3 down. Nasdaq, same thing. If you look at last 52 weeks, Nasdaq, you see that these here, all this represent Monday till Friday at the curve. But look at it, gives you 52 weeks. Nasdaq is 42%, which is good. Year to date, also Nasdaq is high, but last week it was minus 3.49. So it's down. Like ETF, this SPDR, it's one of the ETF. Like look at that, is 52 weeks high, but last week it had 70. Out of all these, this one went 17% high. This is like crazy. Can anybody tell why it's high, so high? That's okay. You can take a look at it, and the biggest thing happened. Some of the things what you guys heard that the game stopped. Look at that. Starting Monday, it's happened. Investor comes in. Thought okay, this is going to be a good week. It's not bad, right? Everything was Monday is going towards. But starting Tuesday, last week was a lot of big companies earnings, Google, Microsoft, Tesla, all those company earnings came out. It was great earnings. Does not matter. You look at this market. Market was like this, where there is a stock like GameStop. We're going to talk about. This comes in. This is like crazy. This keep moving like market crazy, where everything else going down. Right? So when I say everything going down, that you guys, I'm sure every time you talk to somebody on the stock market, now they talk about one discussion about GameStop. Do you have the GameStop? And are you taking advantage of it or not? Or that Wall Street, it's one party is like hedge fund, institution, they are looking at the business. When I say business like this, I have a picture. Look at this. If you look at this, the companies like this, what do you think is happening? It's empty. Nobody is at the parking lot. There is the store, this company, GameStop, it was about to go out of business. So there are a certain group of people, or a group of people was thinking that, especially institutional hedge fund, they got together and say, hey, let's see how we can make money. This is all it's all known. It's been happening all the time, but especially very experienced trader, they are thinking this type of business is going to go out. So let's bet it's going to go down. The price was around $12 to $17 range. They said it's going to go down. Let's short it. So in the stock market, when they short it, if it goes out of business, then of course they will make money and stuff. And then another group of retail people just got together in Reddit and stuff. Say, hey, we are not going to let this guy all the time tell us what's going to happen. Let's put together. Let's go after this business, AMC, and the scene is going to go up. So they were started buying and they're telling in the talking about this stock. And
Yes.
from $17 to $19, $19 to $24, I got on this ride. I just I myself I came from $17 to 34, 38, 39, 40. I'm out. Right? I made very good money. I just thought it is enough as a trader or investor. Got enough. But then there are people, whole media started talking about this, boom, it went to, from there, you can see, now it's crazy. This goes, that goes. But what do you do? As an investor, like, you hear things like Robinhood, all the other, they started pumping, when they're pumping, telling retailers like this, buy, they promote some of the things or some of the behavior they have done. The SEC is looking into it, which is not right. So I wanted to share with you guys. I even opened the link here before I come here, show you, and that I'll share the link. Please read this. It's going to help you to understand that it's coming. I'll go from the top. Okay, where is this? I have to see it, everybody. I put the link here. I put the link on the chat line. So read it when you have it, but we're going to go open quick and make sure, especially, I know we have people in the room still learning and trying to figure out what happened. But you see, we always say investing in a bubble or mania. So you do not want to go into something where this stock, look at this stock, how it moved. It's going to give you an idea. The GME, when I'm using a, you do not have to be like this expert, what happened, but let's do like this, something like this. You see when it comes back, something like this, January 27, 59. You see from 59, before that I can go back and just show you, but it can show you how quickly it run. This, none of the, nothing technical on the fundamental, nothing makes sense. It keep going like this. You see that the way it goes, high all the way, and that $480 range it touched, and for, you see that 517 it touched on January 28, 517. From 517 it's coming down, and in one day you see that 110, how big jump it makes for 480 to one, almost like more than 300% up and down. You do not want to be in a position where anything could happen. You could be the person, I know people got to get into it, this, and they are just put so much money, they wiped out. You don't want to be in that situation. That's, you, and then, like, those who has a lot of money, yes, they can do this, but how about those who doesn't, who goes in the bad timing? So this is not a short term, it's a long term. Investing in a bubble, don't get into, if you don't understand the business, you do not know what's happening, let's not try to be so greedy and stuff. Work with protect your money. Momentum in investing, noise trading, these are very important things that you need to understand. Biggest thing, when you open an account with any platform, they ask you understand investment risk. What that means, if you lose 100% your money, that you are not able to, you will not able to sue them, go have any lawsuit to recover money. That's your fault. So you do not want to be ignorant and just follow all the hypes. Be careful investing with margin options. I know, like, even today I have somebody asking question, close to $800,000 or $1 million this person has. I think I have this much assets sitting there. I'm thinking to start getting into option. Does not go option, but I said, why? So I have this $1,000,000 and I can go now another $1,000,000 to buy, and then I can make a lot of money. But this person does not understand. I said, do you understand how it works and stuff? Yeah, I saw it. A lot of people make money. It could go the other way, because right now when I said it's time going to come, you can make your money, but please learn and don't go on our option without knowing what it is, especially in our class, the one we said we're going to do, the 6 months. We encourage all of our students do a paper trading. When I say paper trading, meaning you will use simulation, you will use fake money, but you have access to do how to do this kind of stuff, right? So this way, if you lose money, it's a fake money, but you learn. And if you start doing paper trading, please do not do more than months, at least 2 weeks to 4 weeks, that's enough. And then if you see your success rate is around 60%, 50 to 60%, you're good to go. But in good, not all players slowly start taking a risk and having a plan. But you see, you can lose money and then you can have options and all those things. It's just very good article. Read it. Know your time horizon. This is something also I heard earlier. Some say I'm here for long term. I'm here just to make some extra money, or I'm here every month. Let's say you have certain amount of money in your bank. The bank gives you what, 1%, less than 1%, or 1.5%, whatever it is, or CD 2%, you don't barely get anything. Why not you learn with us, and you make the decision how. When I say you make the decision, as part of the video, you're going to see that during the day we share with our members. When I say member, a different level of members. We have a gold room and then we have a platinum room. So all the difference you're going to see, to weekly basis in our gold room, we kind of tell them what kind of things they should be looking in the morning, bullish, bearish. You can see the last Friday. This is all last Friday. And then we kind of give them some ideas of the stocks that they should be keeping an eye on each day. And then if they are looking at a long term, so we let them know, okay, this is long term, this is short term. And then in our platinum room, just like pretty much we kind of guide them, hey, this stock is I'm buying. As I'm buying, those are all trade ideas that we share with the team, right? So if somebody has a question, hey, can you take a look at this stock? Let's say here I'm using a tool called Morningstar. You see that I'm typing AMC, what you just saw, AMC. Look at AMC now. It's those with long term. It tells you where this stock at today for long term, and some of the data based on the data when you get it, it says it's a high value or low value. But look at it, did not. It's so AMC is so high. You see that here, January 29, it did not. They think its fair value should be $17, but it's way off. Where today market AMC is not it's AMC. AMC is fair value is this 3 star is still good buy. For you see GME. Look at this GME, what it says. So whenever we do, but we do not use one tools alone. There are many other tools. We look into it. We say short-term, long-term goal. And besides doing the chart, sometimes someone is those who is new, it's a technical, fundamental, and all those things we look at here. It says GME is too high, and then based on what happened in the current marketplace, it's a 38% discount. So it says, oh, it's not bad. You buy it because it looks at what it is. But the reality is stores are closed. You know that they already announced last month that they are going to shut down a lot of store. So when there is almost dead business going, and some folks says, let's pump it and let's prove that Wall Street they're wrong, right? And retailers take the control over it, which is good. But you do not want to be in the situation where you can lose it all right? So please learn. So now that's on Monday till Friday. This is what happened. Happened at the end is closed the week. Now look at the market performance. Last week overall, if you look at the market last week, that we had a lot of great. The data came out economically that it is good. That the job is growing, and there's less people are dying. So slowly, economy is recovering. When economy is recovering, last week number good, 4% growth of overall economy. but market did not work that way, right? Then what happened? J&J, that one of the things, the big things came out. The whole market was expecting this J&J, Johnson going to have their vaccine. One shot was going to do is going to save more people. At the same time, result might be close to what Pfizer and Moderna has, but that number did not meet the expectation to what market hype was going. They have been trying. Hence, their stock also suffered, and market also went down the other way. In the so sometimes in the market this kind of happens, the volatility, and it's going to go down. There's no right reason, and that's why as an educated investor you do not want to go into all those hype, and especially if you do not know the what business it is, what they do, how they make money, and the knowing your horizon of investment time frame and so on. So no more shorting trouble. Like here, the other thing, couple that's you already saw that we talked about, very, very experienced traders, hedge fund institution, they used to make money like crazy with shorting. Now the last week, what happened with AMC, and it's still with not AMC, you are seeing the GameStop, you'll see the Nokia, a couple of other stock also in the pipeline they are going after. So when they do this, and then Robinhood and other platform is giving this kind of restriction that either you cannot buy or they sell your things, and at the same time they promote you and you feel like, oh my god, I'm missing out. All those things happens, affect your psychology. And same time, I see that a lot of new traders coming in, they have no idea and the how trading works and what volatility is, and how to manage their money, how to manage the risk, how to not when to get in, when to get out, but they just hear it because somebody told them. So when that happens, I know so many, I know so many of you already hear the stories that people lose their life savings. Remember what happened 2008, and we thought the last year it was going to be like that, but it recovered so fast. Now market is going all time high, even going higher than higher. So now all these economists and the investor, especially investor, value investor like the Warren Buffett and all others, they are thinking that also they are looking at sales. They are sitting on cash. They think that end of this year or sometimes my market might crash. If it crash, you do not want to be in that situation. Okay, so please learn. So performance wise, like last week, look at every single market sector last week, down, everything, utilities, gas, everything are looking at it went down. And the one of the biggest thing, oil and gas, that you already hear that is keep going down, is repeatedly keep going down. And more EV market, EV, electric vehicle, and those green energy is going up. And that's what we see the prediction is happening this coming week. Okay. So tracking the wealth, this is one of the things that night I was shocked to see what happened from last week to on the last year to this year. Did you know over 200 billionaire, their net worth grew 2 trillion in 2020. This is like, and at the same time, then when you're looking at what they have found out, the people in the middle class, they are more than 40% people, their net savings, net worth went down and down. So now we're getting in a generation where a lot of people have money and they kind of know what happens to the market. They are educated, they get in and they're making more and more money at the end. So a lot of retail investor like us who doesn't understand, all we are thinking like 2008, you buy the house, you invest. You remember what happened 2008? People used to go get the mortgage and they say buying the house, or it's a cheap mortgage, or they don't get it. And then you are buying a house, what is not worth. And then you all of a sudden, then whole industry got collapsed. Your value of the house went down, your money, whatever you put in there is gone. and you could not afford, your job was gone, the country was in recession, a lot of bad behavior happened. It took us 2008 till like 2016, 2018. It took us almost 10 years to recover that. So now what happened now? That we are going in a direction, similar thing. Rich is getting richer, richer. Now the regulation is what you saw earlier. Some of the regulation is necessary, but at the same time, we need to learn those things. So this is what with UrbanHood, what we do. We are here promoting education. We are not telling anybody here go get it. Every week we said, Sunday, Monday, tomorrow night, we're going to talk about cryptocurrency. That's also something you should diversify your portfolio. Also know what it is. That way you do not have to be afraid of, oh my God, I don't want to invest. All right. So come join us. All the details are on our website. You're going to see on the meetups. So, and look at this. This is something that I thought is great to see. Last week, when right before market closed, that big institution, they put some of the company like BA, Bax, Baidu, Facebook, the Fuel Cell Energy, Tesla. They bought huge amount. And how did I find out? That's why when I said, there are tools that it cost us a lot of money. You can see, even you go and see something called trade flow. You go, what happens here? You say GME. In this line, it shows you, this shows you what all the investors, the big institution is doing. And this shows you, this number shows you what's the retail, and the other, the second biggest retail like ETF fund, and what they're doing selling. So sometimes big guys are buying, big guys algo, they're buying, and these guys are selling. So when that happens, then who is more powerful? The guys who is rich, who has access to everything, all the algos, if they are already ahead of you and you are keep selling, that it's too late for you. So during the day, when we see this kind of activity happens, that before it happens, it wipe our account, we take action. We also remind the members, those who is in the gold or platinum, hey, this is happening, watch this, or be careful, just take out. All right. So that's one of the things what I was just telling you, that when this happens Friday, we saw a lot of activity happen, and keep an eye. If you have these, you'll see that they might have a good run to go this week. And then this is the thing that in our team looked into. I like that chart. Like the chart just to see, look at 2022, what happened. Some of these, the stock, NetApps, Veritas, that but 2021, they're predicting these has a higher run to, as far as some fundamental things, that higher run to go. So you might want to keep an eye on this and see this coming year, what type of stock go to. Those who is looking something like short term, that just you can think of adding some position, or just think if it pull back more slowly, you can add some more. All right. This we talked about. Now the big earnings. Do we have Chandan in the room?
Mushi, Chandan is trying. We are actually full, but some I see duplicates. Some join two names twice.
Just say somebody who is the two names, will kick them out, and then get Chandan. Chandan get in. Who do we see the two person you see?
I see Danny Patel.
Danny Patel, two connection? No, Danny is one.
Is it two different Danny? And some no names.
Okay.
Like
all right. So all right, let's not go there. Then since he's not here, and we will just go. So let's see it. What happened this week? Look, this coming Monday. Monday, the big day.
You need Chandan. He's gonna present.
Well, we just when I say we need somebody, you drop off, somebody gets in. So unless somebody get it, we can. But we can. I wanted to have him present it on this side, if he's able to get in.
Mushi, this is Raman. I can drop off so they create some space for.
No, Raman. It looks like people are keep in the pipeline. If you get in, there's no guarantee he can get back in. Okay.
Oh, look, listen. I'll drop off and then just let him in from the waiting room. You could choose who you're gonna let in.
Okay.
I'll
No, Omar,
drop
you
off.
don't drop off.
Here.
Mushi, now there are
Uh,
99. Chandan can get in.
Do you see Chandan in the waiting line?
We do not
All
see.
right,
I don't.
We got 99. So
Okay. Just let's see. We do not see him in the waiting room. Now let him know to be in the waiting room. While he is, I think Guru is looking. Guru, just let him come in. Guru. Okay, I do not see Chandan in the waiting room yet. So while it happened, anybody is just let's see in future. Anyone is looking at any earnings in this coming week?
Alphabet,
Mushi.
Google.
And Amazon Mushi.
Amazon. Okay.
I think Alibaba also has earnings this week, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. Yeah. The
believe
look
so.
at on a Monday is I do not pay attention in any of these. A lot of pharma and Rambes. I know some people are looking into it, but I'm not honest. None of this company that I'm really excited about. But yes, big day is Tuesday. Look at Tuesday morning. Pfizer is coming right before our market open, and Alibaba, UPS, especially those who is our gold member that Abdul gave so many the tickers. People made money and look into it. But one thing I wanted to make sure everyone knows. You saw what happened last week, especially option guys. Please do not go into Lotto, and anything could happen. If you do it, Monday you can go in and you'll see, let's say Amazon, Alibaba, Google, you go any of them and the match, any of them you go, you will see that this is going to be go up until this happen, and then you might make some money, get out, and then you can always get back in what happens. Last week, Microsoft, Apple, they had a monster earning, awesome earning. What happened? It pulled back, right? This is natural. So same thing that Amazon, you never know what's going to last. We'll open the chart. Look at what happened Amazon last time. Actually, let me open my chart.
It's funny that you said that because right before you did say that, I was actually looking at the call keys for some of those. I said, oh, these guys their earnings reports are coming out this week. I'm gonna go look at calls.
Okay, you see that Amazon, what happened to earnings last time? Look at last time, in October, their earnings, right before earnings, Amazon was around 3206. So look at 3206, and from then on, it just dropped. It dropped, and then it's dropped. Then it came back, here it's still 3206 after, but it did not happen same time. And then it came back up and after a week. So option guys, this is what happened. Amazon had very good earning also. They beat the number like crazy. What, anybody remember what did go wrong with Amazon? Their guidance. They did not give the guidance. Same thing could happen. Same thing could happen this time. Look at Amazon here. And then it came down, down, right before that. So from there, at least one thing know that there is no guarantee Amazon is going to go up. Like they already got beaten up. It can go down. So be careful. The chart looks good that it can go up, but anything could happen with this type of earnings time. Does not matter how great earnings. We have seen it last week. Previous last 2 weeks, the same thing, right? And when Amazon move, it moves like crazy. So I would be very careful that, I know that number might be, we all know now without any reason that Amazon would have an awesome number. But how would investor react to hear when Amazon talk about currently their growth, their operating cost, because people are getting more sick, drivers are and on this very end, and some of the areas that you saw that they get the lawsuit and they're getting into now the COVID. So they have to, when it's a COVID delivery, some of the vaccine, and they're opening up their facilities to help with the COVID deployment. There might be a risk involved. When that risk involved coming in, all investor needs something to say, oh, I don't like it, boom, stock can go down. Just like what we saw with Apple, right? So be very careful that in that. And Alibaba, we know the long time, it's just struggle. Chandan, you're here, right?
I'm here, Mushi. You're able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Yeah.
You wanna go over the earning?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, I stopped sharing. Now floor is yours. Let's do we have our earning master. So
Don't tell Master Mushi. I'm still learning. We'll just.
Chandan is the earning master. He does a good job anyway.
No, not master, but I will just help.
Just share what you know, and then you give your overview, and then people have any questions, then you can ask. So
Yeah,
you
sure.
are a host now.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm sharing my screen.
And
you're able to see my screen, right?
yes.
1 second. I think I'm sharing wrong screen. Give me a second. I'll just share.
Okay. So while he's getting ready, any questions, anyone so far what we shared?
Mushi, what's your long-term view on Facebook and Baba?
Facebook and Baba. Long-term view, Facebook, both of them going high. But Facebook already got beat up, and Baba got beaten up more. You see that Baba has on the Baba, they have a lawsuit and the things like with the ant. Ant is like their baby, that their biggest fin that they're going to come in the market. The fintech they're bringing in, that it is stopped. You might see that what they're saying on Chinese government might clear it. If they say they have a clearance to go up IPO, Baba is ready to come back. Baba is the $330 stock. Now it's struggling around 250 range, 250, 55 right now. So it will come. But again, after earnings, that in the earnings side, if they come up with some kind of when it's a loss because of the legal issue and slow down sales and stuff, you might see that Baba can go down again back. So earnings, let's see what happens. But Facebook had awesome earnings that you guys already saw. But last Friday, the reason Facebook went down, that Facebook, the Mark Zuckerberg had in his conference, he was bashing Apple. And Apple did the same thing. Tim Cook did the same thing, bashing Facebook. So when you bash each other, they both got beaten up. Right? So those who took advantage of it, I did take advantage of the going down. But they both are good company. Facebook and Baba should, for long term, just I would say, do not go all in, slowly buy some little. If it goes down, you can buy some more.
Thanks, Mushi. That helps.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Mushi.
Chandan.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you ready? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chandan.
Yeah. So welcome, guys. So a couple of quick things as we go through earnings. First thing to start with is very important one is Baba before open on Tuesday. So there is a news that there is a lot of they have very thin margins as of now, Baba. So it's very interesting to see how the earnings will come out. So the stock has been consolidating for a long time. It has been consolidating around, I'll show you quickly on my screen. It has been 1 second. So it's actually consolidating for a long time. If you see, it's hovering over the 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average. It held the 200-day moving average. Sorry, my bad. This is not Baba. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, so if you see, it did held 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average. As of now, it went down the 200-day moving average and everything. So the news recently is they don't have a lot of margins in the retail, but the volumes are so high. So basically, this earnings will be interesting to see if they beat more and if the market will, take it positively. Because even though we had Apple, Facebook, which bet earnings, the stock did not move recently. So I'm not expecting fireworks, but I think yes, it will stay somewhere around there, plus or minus based on the market move that it shows up. That's my anticipation. Then with Pfizer, all the news is out there already, the vaccine, everything else. So the biggest thing is the guidance that they will give. So when that vaccine money will pour into the company and their outlook, that what they give, that will become a game changer for Pfizer. UPS. UPS is very interesting. UPS has been consolidating for a long time and it's holding the support very strongly. If you see, it took the 50-day moving average and it held the support many times and it held the resistance many times. So it's really interesting to see if it can hold the current level. Like it's 156 is a very key support for UPS. If it will break this, we can see the 200 moving average for sure. But you can see with the FedEx, same thing happened. They gave good earnings, but they did not give any guidance. So that created the trouble for for FedEx. So UPS, I'm hoping they will learn from what FedEx do and they will give some decent guidance and that will push the stock price higher. I think that is what I'm expecting from UPS. ExxonMobil, not much, just another oil and gas right now. It's a good dividend stock, but I don't see a crazy earnings from there. Going into Tuesday after close, Amazon. So all the companies that gave good earnings last week, the stock did not move a lot. So you can expect the same thing with Amazon. So I'm just telling my guesstimate, but based on how things went with others, I think plus or minus $50, it will stay around that area. Same with Google. I'm just telling based on how things went last week, right? With all Facebooks, Apple, and Tesla and everything, whatnot. I'm not expecting an amazing move, or it can be an amazing move as well. Match is a very good stock to look for. They've been constantly beating the earnings, and they are more kind of a technology company than anything else. So this is a good one to watch. So just keep an eye out for this one as well as it goes through the earnings on after Tuesday. Going into Wednesday, big things are after hours. Before pre-market, AbbVie, this is a good one. Spotify, they've been doing good really in the COVID area and they're investing a lot of money in AI and those kind of things. They're more than just a streaming company. So I'm hoping some good earnings from them. And these two are the good ones to watch pre-market on Wednesday. After close Wednesday, the biggest thing is PayPal. So Square will have a sympathy play with PayPal. So based on how the earnings of PayPal will come, then the Square will go up and down based on that. So anybody who is looking to play sympathy and don't want to pay a lot of money for playing earnings, definitely look at Square. But PayPal seems to be very bullish with Bitcoin and a lot of other payment things that is going on. This app's Digital Turbine has recently took a lot of hit. So this is also a good small scale to medium scale company that has been doing really good and they have a very strong customer. I don't remember the name of the customer, that they have one customer that is really good. eBay, same thing. It will follow Amazon and others. So they're decent enough company and they remain doing good. Align Technologies is a very good one to watch. Last time it bet earnings and it flied like crazily. You can see how it was. It was around like 337 when the earnings was there and next day it went all the way to 460. So more than $110 move for one day after the earnings. So people who just literally bought the stock and just hold it, whoever hold it, they made really good money just in 2 days. So the return was like 20%. They had a blown out earnings and this is a very good company in general. It held the 50-day moving average even in this such kind of a downturn market. So definitely things are looking very bullish for ALGN and I would definitely say, myself, I'm actively looking into this to see if I get an opportunity to enter before earnings. That is after close on Wednesday. Grubhub, I personally don't follow this a lot, but yeah, this is another good one to watch. Thursday morning, Clorex. Clorex is still in the light, so it doesn't move a lot with earnings, but it's a very good stock to own, and it has a good dividend as well. So you can see all the gap ups and gap downs it had. This is a very good one. It's a decent company with good cash flow, good dividend, and those kind of things. BMY is a very stable company in the pharmaceutical area, and they do really good. It's one of the Warren Buffett's favorite stock as well. So this is definitely a good one to watch on Thursday pre-market. The one I'm very much interested in all this chart is pin interest. Pins have a blowout earning every time. Every time when they give earnings, they give blowout numbers and it goes crazily. So if you see pins, what happened last time, even before last time, look at how the stock is moving after earnings. So it was around 50. Next day it opened at 70. What was before that? It opened at 27. It was at 27. It opened at 36. So this is a very good one. If somebody is playing, I would say just buy stock and keep it. And this will never, make you disappointed. This is a very good company with a very good business model. So Pins is a very one I'm watching, and if they have blowout earnings, I wouldn't be surprised watching this around 90 to 100 for sure. It has such kind of business that we can look for. Snap gave a blowout earnings last time, same with this time, but we really do not know how the market will react after that. It's basically the reaction of the investors. So even though they gave blowout earnings, it might not move a lot. Peloton is now turning out to be a growth company than a COVID stock. So a lot of people are getting used to the workout from home and buy this equipment. So but stock doesn't move a lot after earnings. So that's the thing with this. But there's a lot of good news around Peloton. Unity Software, this is another very good one to look for. So these guys provide operating system for gaming, and gaming is currently doing very good. And this is a high beta stock. So what it means is every time an SPY moves 1 point, this moves like 1.5. So this has a very strong moves, and I'm a big believer in this company myself. So this is a very good one to watch after hours on Thursday. Going into next, REGN. This is a very good company regardless of the COVID medicine. They have a lot of approvals in place and a lot of drugs over the counter and prescription. This is doing really good. So this is another good one to watch. This one. AON is very similar to BlackRock. They do 401k management and investment banking. So they're all a good one to watch, and it's a dividend paying company, and it's a kind of a good one to watch. So that's the thing, guys. In nutshell, I'm expecting this to be a okay week, not amazing and not down, but just above average or something close to that. With the market downturn, we really can't expect fireworks right now, but every dip is a good opportunity if you're looking at a good company here. Okay, that's all, Mushi, from my end. If anybody has questions.
Yep. Thank you, Chandan. Anyone has a question what Chandan covered before we go start addressing some of the question in the chat room?
So this is fascinating, guys. Who is joining new and listening in? Chandan, you don't know me, but I've listened to some of your commentary prior earnings, and they were spot on. I have been I have benefited a lot from that. That covered my UFA fees. So, folks, if you're listening to this, take point on this. And then, Chandan, one question for you, based on that: if for folks like us with small portfolios, 2 picks out of your earnings, which ones would you recommend?
Pins is a very good one. I would strongly recommend it. Even I have a small portfolio, and it will fit within your small portfolio. And the next one I would say in this list is PayPal. Might be a little expensive, but it's still worth, like, even if I can get 5 stocks. So it is like I can go to sleep peacefully. Snap is another good one. So I can actually pick 3, but I would choose you to decide between those 3, which either of those 3,
Thank you, Chandan.
Yep.
Anything else?
Yeah, Chandan, I have a question on the Alphabet.
Do you think that it is already over priced related to earning, or does it has a chance?
So here's the thing. Last week, Apple gave $100 billion a quarter. It's like a company. It can build a company of a large scale cap, right? Even giving a such a blowout earning, Apple did not move a lot. What I'm trying to tell is, regardless of what earnings it comes with, because the market, it's not, people are, investors are not convinced to pump in more money. So I'm not, regardless of that, I'm not expecting a big move, maybe a plus or minus, $50 here and there, but not more than that. My point is, it can give amazing earnings, but the stock might not move a lot with a lot of stress on the market.
So Chandan, very good. You brought in Apple. So one of the case with Apple was it was already valued that earning, that the growth of that,
Yes.
how far it can go to 145 was like already targeted. Like Wells
Same
Fargo
thing with
said
Google,
it's going
right?
to be
Yeah.
155. So
Uh-huh.
with Alphabet, what do you think? Like, do you think the current price is already,
Yes.
because Google has a lot of room to grow compared to other stocks, right?
Yeah, guys, you see that. I know whoever is saying Google has a lot of room. Look at this. You see the chart, this one? I'm blowing up. You see it? Um,
Can you please explain that graph a little bit?
this is a graph, and it's a paid tools we use. What I explained earlier, but what it shows you, this shows you all the big institution, algo institution, what they're doing with that, with the and this is that price wise. When it's like price wise, when it goes down. This all both goes down, and retail and ETF, all of them slowly going down, like for Apple, the Google, for since last week. Before that, slowly they're dumping, big institution dumping. So when big institution dumping means, look at this. Sometimes the common sense that, when it's common sense again, nobody knows. Look at Apple or Google on the daily chart, and last quarter, on the previous quarter, Google earnings came in, went up, it was good. But that time Google was 1500. After earnings, yeah, it went up a little higher. But now Google is almost 1900 all-time high. It touched. So it's last Friday. Even if you look at some of this technical, what does it tell you? It tells you slow. It can go down. Tomorrow or Monday, you might see, depending on the market, you might see it can come back up. Like Chandan said, it doesn't have too much room to go higher because it's already went all-time high, right? Unless they come up with some crazy number, which is already last week. Look at Microsoft came up with a number like makes nobody could argue with that number. So when happens, market turn around, that it doesn't shift like this with one stock. Others, so it may come up, but be careful that, knowing that, okay, they can come up some crazy number. Same thing happened with Facebook. They had awesome numbers came in, but my market did not reward them. So please do not go in the trade knowing that, what, they will have awesome number. I know all this. Unless you know something inside that others don't know, that's your call. But I agree with what Chandan said, that, comparing what happened last week, it cannot go overnight that come back to that 1925. And if you compare these, the mega cap, Amazon is in punishment. Look at how Amazon got punished comparing all of them. So Amazon, if something moves and higher, these guys should move. Because this is what happens right now. All the investors, they rotate money one place to another place, and they find out what they can make most money and then come out. Look at Amazon was $34.99. When was that? October 13. And here it touched September, it does 35. but it never went back. So comparing last year, what happened to Amazon? Now even all the guidance coming, all the analysts say Amazon should be over $4,000 stock, but it's not touching. Google already is touched what the upgrade came in. So this is what happens in the market. Things shift from one place to another place, and if you are not shifting with them, you might get behind, and you'll be thinking, you know, okay, why did I buy it? Why did I buy it? And then you'll feel bad. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Look at that, you know, something like $17, $19 stock is $500, right? So now technical, fundamental, value, nothing. But based on what we see when we say, look, tool like this, you want to go outside and get it, see, it's going to cost you $200 a month. So when you join in our member during the day, sometimes I share this screen, those who are saying, hey, look, this is what happens. So, and then kind of, you know, explain this. These are the things we explained. This is algo dumping, algo buying, algo dumping. Retail is doing, algo buying. Retail is dumping. That's what it means. So when algo and big institution, dark pool, this is what happens. So when they keep buying it, something gonna happen. Something gonna happen. That means they know something that you and me, we do not know. Because when they go, they get millions share at a time. You and I, we get 100,000. That's it, right? So they are the one market maker. So that's something that, you know, when somebody says, do we, you know, what do you do? You know, how do you know this? This is how we know. Every minute, every hour, we watch all this since 8:30 in the morning. We are looking in the market like a hog.
Thanks for watching. Visit our website, UrbanHood.org, and join our community at meetup.com and look for financial freedom for you. Thank you, and we hope to see you soon.